Hello friend, welcome back. In this video, I want to install Laravel 8 in our system. So first of all, I want to create one of the project and then we'll create one of the multi-authentication system with using JStream, Fortify and Livewire. So how can create multi-authentication system? In this video, step by step, everything I will show you with a live example. So for doing this right now, I want to work into the local host, and with the local host they have one of the local server as a XAMPP. So you can use that XAMPP, WAMP, whatever you want. So right now for this project I will use it. So that is the XAMPP, and it's totally one of the free software. You have to search it on Google and you will get this software. You have to download this software and then simply install it. So when you install it, then you will get this type of one of the box. So here you have to start your Apache and also you have to start your MySQL. So I have already started both of these. So make that sure you started both of these. Okay friend. So now if you want to install that Laravel, if you go to that Laravel official website and if you go to that documentation, and with the documentation area there is an installation process. So into the installation process here they have some of the requirements. You can see there is a PHP version must have to be as a 7.3. So when you install that XAMPP, so that means when you install it, then you will also get access to the local host. So if you search with the local host, then automatically it will be redirect to the XAMPP page. So to the XAMPP page, that is our PHP my admin. That means all the database related everything will create in particular that area. So I will do that things later. And now go to that PHP info. If you go to that PHP info, you can see there is a PHP version. Right now I am using 7.3.7. That means it's totally fine. Now I'm able to install Laravel 8. Okay, so right now I'm using that Laravel 8. So for doing this, for creating one of the project, first of all, when you install that XAMPP, you will get one of the, whatever the places you actually install that software, you will get this type of one of the folder as a XAMPP. So now open this XAMPP and here there is our htdocs. And htdoc is the main root directory of your local server. So everything you can actually create it from to this position. So right now I want to do for our multi-authentication system, I want to create one of the folder. And I name it as a Laravel auth or multi-auth. Okay, I name it as a multi-auth. So this type of one of the folder I just simply created. So in particular this folder area I want to install all the Laravel, and also I want to create one of the project. Okay, that means I want to create one of the Laravel project. So if you want to create this Laravel project, then there is a clever started guide and there is an installation process. So I have already complete our requirements, and now there is you can install it two way. You can install it via the composer, you can install it via the installer. So right now I want to use that composer. If you go to that composer official site, that is a composer.org, and here if you go to the download, and now you can see they have also the command line for installing that composer. So right now I want to copy it, and here in particular this folder area I want to install it. So now I will simply run our cmd, and then you can see there is a clever appropriate location as a htdocs, and that is our folder I have created, right? So here I want to install that composer. So from here I copy that code, I copy this code, and then here I paste it. So now if you click as a enter, automatically it will be downloaded all that file, and here it will be installed that composer in your system. Now you can see it's now actually created one of the file as a composer setup.php. Now you can see friend, it's now successfully installed it, and that is our composer file, and automatically it's unlinked that composer setup.php. Right? So if you want to check your composer version, you can also you can check it. So if you want to check it, if you run with the composer and then space version, now click as enter. Now you can see right now I am using that composer version 1.10. So if you want to update this composer version, if you have that old composer version, you can also update it with this using simple one of the command as a composer. Okay, composer, and then you have to make it as a self. Okay, self and then update. Okay, so that is the command you have to use. So if you use that composer self update, automatically this will be updated your latest composer. Okay, so right now I'm using that latest composer version as a 1.10.5. That means it's totally okay with me. Rather than if you have that old composer version, you can update it with using this command as a composer self update. So right now it's perfectly okay with me. I don't need to update it. So now I want to install that Laravel one of the project. That means here I want to create one of the project. If you go to that Laravel official website, I have already installed that composer. And now if you want to, you can see there is a via composer create project. So now I want to create one of the project. I copy it. And here in our particular this folder area, so that is our this folder, in particular that position, I want to install that Laravel. Okay, so that is a composer create project, and the preferred is Laravel, and that is your project name. So whatever the project name you want to create, you can create it in particular that area. So right now I want to do, by default that was actually blog, so I want to change it and I make it as a multi-auth. Okay, multi-auth. So this type of one of the folder name I want to create. Okay, so that means it should be created one of the project name, in particular this folder area, as a multi-auth. So now if you click as a enter, and now it will be downloaded all that file from to the internet, and it will be created one of the folder as a multi-auth, in particular that area. Okay friends, so it may take little time, so make that sure you are connected to the internet, because of all it will be downloaded all that file from to the internet. So it may take little time, better when it will be done, then I will come back again. So now here you can see friend, it's now successfully created our project. So that is our project I have created as a multi-auth, right? So that is all, that file is now successfully downloaded, and now that is on here. So now if you want to check it, you can check it, that is actually our appropriate directory. So right now that is our auth. So right now we don't need this, I close it. So in particular this folder, if you now open with the CMD, now you can see it's now automatically redirected to our this folder, to our project folder. There is a multi-auth I have created. So if you want to run this server in Laravel, that have also one of the command. You can see there is another command as a PHP artisan serve. So right now I want to run this as a PHP artisan serve. So now if you click as enter, it will be giving you one of the development server. So that is our development server node. So right now I just simply copy it. And now if you go and click as enter, now you can see that is Laravel is now successfully installed in our system. And rather than you can also redirect it to the specific this file location. I have already created one of the folders, so that is a multi-auth, right? So that is a multi-auth folder, and then that is actually our another folder. So if you want to directly access this folder, you can also access it. That means here you have to go to that as a local host, and then the slash I have created as a multi. First of all I want to go there. So here I have created one of the folder in our htdocs. Into the htdocs, that is actually our folder name, right? So if you want to access it, that is our local host multi-auth, and then I have created another folder into the multi-auth. That is our project name, that is our multi-auth, right? So now I want to also access it. So if you want to access it, click as enter. Now you can see it's now showing you all that files. So here that is actually public is the by default. If you go to the public, so now our project is now successfully running, right? So here we created our project. So right, you can use like that way, rather than you can use with using PHP artisan serve. So that is our one of the development server, and this with this server you can actually access it. Perfect. So friend, we successfully created our project. So right now we don't need this. I remove it, and also here right now I want to install that Laravel default authentication system. So in Laravel default authentication system is little bit different from to the 6 or the 7. That is one of the latest version is comes up. So there have some of the things is updated in Laravel 8 for the authentication. So how can install the default authentication system for the Laravel 8? In our next video I will show you that things with a live example. So thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.